Today we're going to be making a very simple flower coaster. And you can make it like this with the round petals, or you can add one extra round and make these pointed petals. And for coasters, you want to use cotton yarn because it absorbs water and it has a higher resistance to heat, so it won't melt like acrylic will. And my coaster is measured 10 to 11.5 centimeters for the rounded flower and 10 to 14 centimeters for the pointed flower. And today I'm trying out this yarn that I got at my Dollar Tree. It's Premier Just Cotton, and it's not 100% cotton, but I think it should work fine. And for this tutorial, I'll be using the colors Hazelnut and Faded Denim. I'll also be using a 5mm Clover Moor crochet hook, a pair of scissors, and a yarn needle. And we're going to start with Hazelnut to make the center of the flower. And to start, you can make a magic ring, but I'm going to be using a slip knot. So to do a slip knot, place the yarn over the palm of your hand, and here you want to make sure that you're leaving at least around 4 inches of yarn. Grab the top and wrap it around 2 fingers to form an X, and then use your hook and go under one side of the X and then over the other side. And pull the yarn through with your hook. Remove your fingers and tighten the knot. And then to form the ring we'll be working in, we're going to chain 4. So to chain, yarn over and pull through. Again, yarn over and pull through. And then we'll do that 2 more times for a total of 4. And then we're going to slip stitch into the first chain that we made to form a circle. So insert your hook into the first chain, yarn over, pull through, and then pull through the loop on your hook. And now we have a ring to work our rounds in. The first round, we're going to do 12 double crochets. So make sure your tail end goes over the yarn like this, and you're catching it every time you do the double crochets. So first, chain 2, and this does not count as your double crochet. And then we're going to do 12 double crochets, so yarn over, insert your hook into that ring, yarn over, pull through, and now you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So this is our first double crochet, and again to do double crochet, we're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the ring, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So now we have 2 double crochets and we're going to do 10 more until we have 12. Once we have all 12 double crochets, we're going to slip stitch into the first double crochet that we made. So we'll look back at where we started, and here you can see our chain 2, and then next to it is the post of our first double crochet. And at the top, you can see the V, and we're going to go under the V, and we're going to yarn over, pull through, and pull through again to slip stitch this round closed. And then we can tighten our yarn to close the seam smaller to make it less visible. And now we can pull on the tail end to close the circle. Now to start round 2, we're going to chain 2 again, and we're going to put 2 double crochets into every single stitch. So our first double crochet is going to go into that same stitch that we went under to do our slip stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook under that V, and complete your double crochet. Since we're doing 2 double crochets into every single stitch, we're going to go back into that same stitch and do another double crochet. So here you can see the 2 double crochets coming out of this first stitch. Now we'll move on to the next stitch over, and we're going to do our first double crochet under that V, and then we'll do our second double crochet into that same stitch. And we're going to go all the way around doing 2 double crochets into every single stitch. And once we're done, we should be able to count 24 double crochets in this second round. And now we're going to slip stitch into the first double crochet of this round again. And now we're done with the center of the flower. If you want to make it bigger, then you can do another round, and in the third round you would do 1 double crochet into the first stitch and then 2 in the second, and then repeat that, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. We're going to stick with this size, and now we're going to change to our second color. So here we've just completed our slip stitch, and we're going to grab our second color and loop it onto our hook, and then pull it through the other loop on our hook. And then we're going to pull on the yarn of the first color to tighten it, and then we'll also tug on the tail end of the second color, the blue one. We're going to tug on it to make sure that it's at least 4 inches so we can sew it in nicely. And now we can cut the yarn for the first color since we won't be needing it anymore. So we're going to make 6 petals, and since we have 24 stitches, we have 4 stitches per petal. So first we're going to chain 1 since we're doing a single crochet first. And in that same stitch that we just slip stitched into, we're going to do our first single crochet. And to do a single crochet, first we're going to insert our hook into that stitch, yarn over, and pull through. Now we should have 2 loops on our hook, and we're going to yarn over and pull through these 2 loops. And then we'll move on to the next stitch, and in the next stitch we're going to do 2 double crochets. So here's our first double crochet, and here's our second double crochet. And then we'll move on to the next stitch, and we're going to do 2 double crochets into this stitch as well. And then for the 4th stitch, we're going to do a single crochet. So again, insert your hook into that stitch, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through 2 loops. So here we have the start of our first petal. It is a single crochet, 2 double crochets, 2 double crochets, and then a single crochet. And now we're going to repeat this pattern 5 more times for a total of 6 petals. So first we'll do the single crochet, and then we'll do 2 double crochets into the next stitch, and 2 double crochets into the next stitch, and then a single crochet in the next stitch. So here's the start of our 2 petals, and then we'll continue this until we have 6 petals. So here I'm just doing my final petal, and there's my last single crochet, and once we finish we're going to do a slip stitch into the first single crochet that we did this round. So now we have 36 stitches, so that means that each petal is going to be worked over 6 stitches now instead of 4, and we're going to chain 1 and start with a single crochet again. And then we're going to do a double crochet into the next stitch, just 1. And then we're going to do 2 double crochets into the next stitch, and 2 double crochets into the next stitch, and then 1 double crochet in the next stitch and a single crochet in the next stitch. So this is the pattern for the second round of the petals. It's a single crochet, a double crochet, 2 double crochets, 2 double crochets, a double crochet, and a single crochet. And we're going to do that all the way around. Once we're done, it should look like this, and we should have 48 stitches. And then we're going to slip stitch into the first single crochet that we did. And for this third round of the petals, each petal is going to be worked over these 8 stitches. And again, first we'll chain 1, and it's going to be a single crochet, a double crochet, and then a double crochet, and then 2 double crochets, 2 double crochets, a double crochet, a double crochet, and a single crochet. And again, the pattern goes like this. It's a single crochet, and then 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches, 2 double crochets in the next stitch, 2 double crochets in the next stitch, then 1 double crochet in each of the next 2 stitches, and then a single crochet. And now you should see a sort of pattern forming. We have a single crochet on either side of the petal and 2 pairs of double crochets at the tip, and then for every new round we add 1 more double crochet to either side of the tip. And we'll slip stitch to the first single crochet. And this is how your flower coaster should look. If you want to make the petals longer, you can continue that same pattern, but we're going to stop at this 3rd round. So if you want the curved petals, then you can chain 1 and then cut your yarn a few inches, pull the yarn through with your hook, and then weave in your loose ends. And I'll also show you how to fasten off and weave in your loose ends near the end of the video. And I have the timestamps in the description if you want to skip to that part. But now I'll show you how to do 1 extra round to make a pointed petal. And each petal is going to look like this. It's going to be a slip stitch, and our slip stitch from last round counts as this first stitch, so we can just move on to the next stitch. A single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches, and then 2 single crochets into the next stitch, and then chain 2 and 2 single crochets into the next stitch, 1 single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches, and then a slip stitch. And again, each petal should have first a slip stitch, and then a single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches, and then 2 single crochets into the next stitch, and then chain 2, and then 2 single crochets into the next stitch, and a single crochet into each of the next 3 stitches, and a slip stitch. And then to continue on to the next petal, we'll slip stitch into the next stitch and do our 3 single crochets over the 3 stitches and just continue that pattern. Once you're done, it should look like this. And to fasten off, we're going to chain 1, cut our yarn a few inches long, pull it through with our hook, and tighten it. And now we'll grab our yarn needle and we can start sewing in the loose ends. At the part where we changed colors, we're going to tie a double knot so it doesn't come loose, and then we're going to weave in the loose ends. And I did it earlier, but you just need to do it before you weave in the loose ends. So first we'll insert the yarn into the yarn needle, and we're going to go under a few stitches in one direction, and then we'll pull the yarn through, and then we'll turn in the other direction and go under a few stitches and pull the yarn through. And then if you have some extra yarn, you can turn around and go back under those same stitches again. And then we'll do the same for the center of the circle. And here are the 2 different finished products that you can make. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any questions or suggestions, please also comment those down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.